Welcome to Oh Hell No with Nicole.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Oh Hell No podcast. Today we have reggae recording artist KRE the King. Welcome.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me,
No problem.
Oh, Hell No podcast. There, man.
Yes, and I'm so excited because he is in Jamaica. He lives in Jamaica, and we're doing this podcast from where he is, so it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man. Right in Kingston, Jamaica, with it now.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, the first question I want to ask you is, when did you fall in love with music? Do you remember the first time?
Yeah, I've always, play music, listen to music, on the radio, but like, you mean like recording or just getting involved with music or in touch with music?
I mean, just like, when was the first time that you knew that this was something that you wanted to pursue for yourself?
Oh, that would be about age 9, 10.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and it was just freestyling. I remember I was on a construction site, and at that time we were just spitting lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
and one of my friends, and I was a little kid, but it was an older guy that was, that much of an artist at that time, recording in studio. And then, we kind of had a showdown, and me, the little kid, just murdered it.
Nice.
So the bigger guys that were there was like, yo, so it was a lot of excitement because I was going line for line with him,
Mm-hmm.
and somehow I ended up overthrowing him.
Wow.
So so even I was surprised with it too. And then at that time, I really had something was cement, but it took me like about another year and a half to actually go professional where I start, or go demo wise where I start, visiting the studio, listening to other artists, and till I actually did my first demo tape.
Wow. Okay. So, all collectively, how long have you been actively working on your music career?
It's been a really long ride. I've been like professionally, I've been around since like 2004.
Okay.
But I took a different routine. I've always took it that like all right. This is what happened. I normally do producing.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of artists that I would build the beats for. Because if you listen to most of my record, I'm the one that create most of the beats. I'm the one that do most of the mixing and the mastering for my tracks.
Mm-hmm.
So I travel with my recording studio anywhere in the world I go.
Wow.
You understand what I mean? So that explains why I've been around since like 2004 doing it, and then still being in the lane of trying to get my music out there, because I actually had to go through, school and trying to doing the engineer thing, trying to understand how the beats function. So that's a career to itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like doing the composing of the beat, that's something different to itself. And then when you go to like the audio engineer, where you're gonna do the recording with the Pro Tools and the mixing, understanding the delay, the reverb, the equalizer, and mastering the actual track, that's a different career to itself again. And then being a recording artist, that's another career to itself again.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I wonder if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that. Yeah. So and that's why it's been a long while we coming, But the reality is, I just started promoting my music like 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
So for me, the artist, I just started pushing my music, like pushing my singles, doing music videos, etc. It's just like 2 years, between 2 years to 2.5 years now.
Okay. All right. So, who are some of your favorite artists?
Reality speaking, I have a lot of favorite. And it goes for all genres, which like reggae music. You have the Peter Touch, Bob Marley. Garnet Silk is also one of my artists too, and In the hip hop game, we have number one. This is just like 50 Cent. And I would probably go a little bit way back, like old school, like the Biggie, the Tupac, that kind of vibe, the 50 Cent, the Jay-Z. And then if I should go like dancehall, then I would go like Shabba Ranks. I would go like Yellow Man. I would go like Bone to Killer, Beanie Man. Because that's in the kind of era where I came up with the vibe of the music.
So what do you think about the artists that are out today? Do you like what they're producing? You like the music that's coming out?
You do have some good artists now, and please understand that my views to music will be different than a lot of people because, like I said initially, I'm a producer.
Yeah.
So it's not just a recording artist just doing it just for the lyrics or what I hear. When I listen to a track, I'm listening to the frequency, I'm listening to the bass line, I'm listening to the hi-hats, to the snare, I'm listening to the whole production. Why? Because I'm a producer / artist. You understand me?
I like
it. There's a lot of artists out there now that's doing it, and they're really doing it good, where you can hear the professional work, etc.
Mm-hmm.
But you do have some artists that you know that it's just kind of like some hurry come up.
Yeah. So what have you sacrificed to work on your music? Because everything that we do in life, that especially the things that we love the most, there's sacrifice comes with it. So what's one thing that you can share that you have sacrificed to be able to, pursue your dreams of, becoming a recording artist?
Is it limited to only one? Because I didn't done so many sacrifices.
Okay, give me a couple. Give me two.
I didn't done so many sacrifices. Everyone that's around me, they know how I roll. I've been, like I said, I've been in the game for a while now. I just started promoting my music, which is why this is how we came about. Because if it was 3 years ago, this would have never happened. Because 3 years ago, I wasn't trying to get my music out there. I was doing, recording for people all over the world, making money from that.
Okay.
And that understand what I mean? But
yeah.
I'm coming out the shell now. I'm trying to get my music out there now. So this is how we came about.
I know. We did.
Yeah. So a lot of people around me, they know, the kind of sacrifices. I've never been in a relationship where my girl don't have some kind of insecurities towards my music.
Mm-hmm.
Because they all know when it comes to my music, I'm like everything else comes after than the music, and it's just natural. It's always been like that because since the day I started music, it's only one thing that I never give up on me, and it's music. So from the day I picked it up and I say, I'm gonna do this, I had it with me. I've never put it down. You understand me? So in terms of sacrifices, a lot of stuff. Just life on a whole, because life itself comes with a lot of challenges.
Mm-hmm.
Like just living comes with challenges, especially now that my music is getting out there. Females coming on from all different angles, so every day that's like a sacrifice. You know what I mean?
What?
Like,
Wait. What are you sacrificing with all these females coming at you? Tell me.
All right, listen. I'm a man, and then we have vibe, because when you look, sometimes as long as you're that kind of person where looking at a female, you get that kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So and that sacrifice, because your mind probably telling you one thing, but then for the sake of music and for your career, and just not trying to yield to certain kind of temptation, you hold it together.
So you keep what you're saying is you stay focused. And that's okay, I got it. Okay, I got you. Now I understand.
Yeah, and that's daily challenges. That's sacrifice.
Yeah. And plus your time, I'm sure your time is very limited because you're pouring all of your energy into your music. So time is a big thing, you have to plan out your days a certain way, and you can only spend a certain amount of time doing certain amount of things, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So, okay.
Yeah, that's true.
So I noticed that you made your own version of Wild Thoughts, that song, Wow, Wow, Wow. And I can't sing, but... right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, in Jamaica, what are the rules about sampling music? Do you guys have to get approvals or clearance or anything like that when you want to, do a remix to something that's out?
This is Jamaica.
Right.
This is Jamaica. In America, you have places where you can't even, like, 3-4 person can't even stand together.
Mm-hmm.
At certain time. Jamaica, you go in the street, you find, people all over the place.
Right.
I think it's just the same thing with the music. We hear a beat, we want to hook it, we do it for the sake of the music. At the end of the day, I think it all has to do with what goes viral. Because then if the track go viral, then we ain't never scared to do the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm definitely sure me, a producer, I would never feel any kind of way with someone jumping on one of my beats and that beat going viral because I know it's pay time.
Okay.
So I think, jumping on like the Wild Thoughts, once that go viral, well, we're ready to talk to Kelly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
You better get the keys.
Yeah. And I think like for promo, because the audio is out there.
Yeah.
The rhythm is out there. There's a lot of productions that you will never find the rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Because probably the artists and the producers saying, "Yo, we don't need no one on this."
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing with me too. I have tracks. I have the song called "Can't Stop Way Again," which is one of my singles that I've been going hard with.
Yeah.
And
I love that one, by the way.
You see that beat?
Mm-hmm.
That beat.
Sorry about that, guys. We had a little technical difficulty, but we're good. So we left off talking about Declarant. So basically, you guys, take what you want, and sometimes if the music goes viral, then you might get into a situation where you have to deal with it at that time.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I said, once a track go viral,
mm-hmm.
then in terms of sales, it will be more in demand. So you can't just go ahead and have, and even in the promo state of like the Wild Thoughts,
mm-hmm.
I don't have that available for sale.
Okay.
And if I'm ever going to put it for sale, then I'm going to have to contact the producer for the actual beat.
Okay. All
So
right.
I think that's the only way it would cause some kind of problem. If you take my beat, you record on it, you're making money from it, but then I'm not getting paid. But I think if the audio is available and it's just for promo use, then I think that's okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So in Jamaica, how much is studio time usually on average? Like, how much does that run? I mean, you said you have your own studio that travels with you, but for somebody that wants to go in, or do you rent out studio time?
I used to, but I don't anymore.
Okay.
I used to, but I don't. Back in 2003, 2004, when I was, because I like I said, I've been doing this for a while now. So I have my official studio when I about 2006, 2005.
Mm-hmm.
But in that time when I was visiting the studios, it was normally like what, 2,000 Jamaican dollars an hour,
mm-hmm.
which would calculate to be about $14 your money.
Oh, really?
That's in 2004. Yeah.
Oh, that was in 2004. But even still, that's inexpensive.
Yeah.
I mean, when you
that's good.
convert it for us, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you have other studios that cost more, but that's the studio I know about.
Oh, okay.
Coming in the game, I wasn't really allowed in a lot of these, these big studios. It's just like you just enter, and so people,
right?
You know what I mean.
I get what you're saying. Yes. So, what has been the biggest challenge for you to date?
Overall.
Yes.
My biggest challenge. That's really hard for me to answer though. I don't know. I'm a fighter. I don't, and I'm just being honest though.
Okay.
Honestly, I grew up seeing my mom doing so many stuff.
Mm-hmm.
My mom is a police officer.
Mm.
She have her farm. She really go hard. You understand me? She have her, a house that she rent. All of this she did it on her own.
Yeah.
You know, I think I have a lot of the spirit from my mom. I ain't got challenges. I just know what comes in my way. I just have to deal with it. Honestly, to God,
Right. I love that.
whatever come, I just have to deal with it. And you can understand from my point, because I came into music. I didn't know how to make beats. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
That wasn't a challenge. I dealt with it. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and for production, like being the engineer, recording, mixing, mastering, I did it. And like, you know, for like being the artist, you know, understanding how to compose and, you know, writing and actually doing the vocal and stuff, I actually dealt with all of that. And I just know that it, you know, was all just a process. You know, nothing in life lasts forever. Just salvation. You just have to know how to deal with it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I love that you said that. I mean, because in life, you're always going to have challenges. But if you look at it
Yeah.
as just, it's something that I got to get past and move through, then you'll be better off, in the end.
But that would be what's challenges.
Right.
I mean, just living alone comes with that.
Yeah.
You know, just get up in the morning alone comes with that. You had to know you turn your car on. You know, you're driving. That's gas. You know you're gonna have to stop to the gas station shortly.
Mm-hmm.
You turn your light switch on. You plug your phone to charge. That's electric. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, I mean, living alone, that's challenges. You just have to know how to deal with it. So, like, my biggest challenge, I just deal with whatever come my way.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So, what is something that you have accomplished that people told you it would never happen? Like when you said, I'm going to pursue this music, I'm going to be a recording artist. Was there anything that you heard the naysayers say that you've done besides the fact that you learn how to make beats and all of that stuff?
hmm Yeah. 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 Not to my face, but I didn't heard my like my friends, especially when I, cause all right, when I just started music,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, when I just started music, like building my first recording studio,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't big, 'cause, you know, it was just money that I had, and I just invested it with help from my mom at that stage,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and the community that I'm from, because I'm really not from Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm really not from Kingston. I'm from a place called Spalding, which is in Clarendon, in the parish
Get out of
Clarendon in
here.
Jamaica.
Yo, that's where my mom is from.
Your mom's from Spalding?
Yes. Well,
Oh
she's
my
from
God.
Manchester, and she come from a place called Sedberg. I don't know. You should know that place
Oh, I
because
know. I know Sedberg. That's when you go into Christiana.
yes, like before, because we used to go there all the time. We used to take a taxi over to Christiana. But yeah, that's where my mom's from.
You see that? That's power. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really amazing. In fact, since the start of the week, you're the second person that I talked to that told me that, yo, I have people that's in Spalding
Yeah.
overseas. I was talking to this guy in New York. He's a promoter, and he's telling me that, yo, his cousins and some of his family are there. A lot of them migrated, but there's a few of them there just the same. But what I was saying, what was I?
What was we saying? Okay, we were talking about the naysayers because you always got haters, right? So what did the haters say behind your back, whatever, that you would never be able to do? And then you started saying how you took some money that you had and also some money that your mom gave and you were building a
Okay,
studio.
yeah, I remember now.
Mm-hmm.
So they never said it to my face, but I remember at one point when I was building my first studio, because at that time I was about 17, 18,
Mm-hmm.
and my friend I had a friend that was helping me out, putting some stuff together with the studio, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was building the studio in my mom's basement. So people in the community, because that's a countryside, they
Mm-hmm.
don't really have the vision towards studio and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
to hear that I leave the community, I came into Kingston. I was in a 9 to 5. That's where I got deep into music. So I was supposed to tell you that I got deeper into music when I came to Kingston. because the access was here with recording studio that is really not in the countryside.
Mm-hmm.
So when I left Kingston back to country, I already wanted to build a studio. So people in the community see me buying the computers, buying the speakers, all of that to put the studio together. They never really had the vision. So it was a group of people that was laughing at me.
Mm.
I'm stupid because my friends would tell me that, like, and at that time, nowhere close to even where I was building the studio had ever had a recording studio. So it's like I'm the first person that bring that kind of energy there. So people was like, "Yo, he's stupid. What do you think he's gonna do?"
Right.
But I never to my face.
Mm-hmm. Of course not. They always hate from a distance.
But then now when I go through the community, looking like bunny rabbit, now they talk different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
yeah. When I go through the community, they talk different now. But I mean, we good. I support the people from where I'm at.
Yeah.
I had a mixtape in almost every one of the track. I was doing shout outs to where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean the energy is always good, and then it comes with vision. Because
Mm-hmm.
I've learned on this road that I've been on musically that when you dream big, the bigger you dream, the smaller chances you would have of people understanding you.
Absolutely, and that's a part of it.
So people could only see things what their eyes
Right.
can behold. They can't really see past a certain distance.
Right.
But when the vision is big, you're not gonna have a lot of people that's gonna with you.
Right. You
But
can, and
yeah.
like you said, you can't fault them because they can't see what you see. Your vision is for you, and nobody else has to see it or understand it. So that's the amazing thing about everybody's journey. So now,
Yeah.
do you feel like making music is your purpose in life?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been feeling that like since the day I started it.
Okay.
It's just determination and just know that, it's not going to be at the turning point from now. It's just going to be going forward.
And I was going to ask you if you're making money with your music, but you already said that you are making money doing what you do. You've been making money because you used to produce and all of those things. So you've been making money.
I've been making money from the music. I have a beats website. In fact, we have it under construction now, but I had a beat website for like 3 years. I've been selling beats from there. So many things in music that I've been making money from. And also I work with, this is why I could talk marketing in terms of strategy, because I do work with a company by the name of Sky 1876 Marketing. So we do that. I make money from that too.
Okay.
And it do help me with my music too, in terms of the strategies and ways of how to release records and how to, package stuff, rebranding, all of that.
Okay. So here in the States, once your music hits mainstream radio and is in rotation, that is kind of what we say making it. That person is hot. They on fire, right? They doing it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you follow the whole Cardi B stuff and how she started a reality TV. She dropped her mixtape and then all of a sudden she got this popularity and her songs were playing and now she's nominated for 2 Grammys and she really busts.
Yeah.
So in Jamaica, what is the first sign that you have made it or that you're on your way to like big time? You know what I'm saying? What is that for you guys? What would that be?
I mean, I don't think I've been to that point yet.
Right. So what I'm saying is, what would make you say, "Yo, I'm there"? Like I'm a bust. What would make you say, "It's on. We there. We here."
I think it would be with the reaction from the people, which is the point that we're getting to now, because the street is very important. Regardless of the whole mainstream radios and stuff that you just talk about, you could play a song through mainstream for days, people would have that singing. But I don't, if you're not engaging with the people, I don't know how it works for America, but I know that with Jamaica.
Yeah.
And that's the point that we're at now, because I just distributed like over 14,000 CDs in Jamaica.
Okay.
You understand me? Over the past 3.5 months, just putting the CDs out there in the street, because I did a mixtape and we just burned the CDs, hand them out for free, because I'm so confident in my sound, in my style, musically, that I just want people to have access to the music.
Right.
You understand what I mean? So I think getting to the point where I'm going to say, yo, this is happening, it will be with the feedback coming from the street.
Yeah, definitely.
And because the radio stations pay attention to the street. Hot 97 or any one of these radio stations that's out there, they listen to the street. A song will not, the artist may not take the song into the studio and hand it to them, but if they're hearing this music on other people Instagram, on their Snapchat, hearing it over that side, over Facebook, and they're hearing it playing in the street, they will take the record and they will play it. The street is very important.
Yeah.
I know that for Jamaica. So I think getting to that point would be me getting the feedback from the street. Remember, there's artists that would sell out concert without even a mainstream record.
Oh, wow.
That power is coming from the street.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So do you think there's anything that would make you stop pursuing music?
I don't know what that would be. I really don't know what that would be.
You will always be on your grind, basically. Like, you just grinding it out until you get to where you want to be.
That's it. I really don't know what that would be.
Okay, that's fair. So, you said you write your own songs and you do the tracks and all that stuff. Where does the inspiration come from for your music? Like, I always wonder, like, when I listen to music and I'm like, how do they put these words together? Because it's not easy to do what you guys do. It really isn't. I can't even like do a 1-line rap, seriously, with just basic words. So how do you put that together? Does it just come to you in a dream? Do it come to you in a shower? Are you awake? Are you high? Like how does it
I'm gonna give you one example, right?
Okay.
You mentioned the Wild Thoughts freestyle track. Okay. This was about in September. Boom. I just woke up like 4:00, and in my head, I was hearing ticky like nah, rev your out like bye, make your fly like kai. And I told you I have my studio anywhere I go. When I heard that sound, I knew where it was coming from. I knew what I had to do. I went straight into the studio at 4:00.
Wow.
And that was the birth of that track.
Wow. So
you understand what I mean? So everything with my music comes naturally, and there's a lot of artists that forced music, but then, a real musician could always pick the ones that are forced and the ones that comes naturally. That it has to come naturally, whether you get it in a vision or you get the beat and the vibe comes, the words just come out just like that.
Wow. So that leads me to my next question. Why is reggae music so sexual?
No, dancehall music is.
Oh, okay.
I truly believe that reggae music is one of the most powerful, and because we have to understand that even in real life, in real time, some of the most powerful people have always been underrated.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about you. You probably go in an office and you have 10 people there, and you're probably the most powerful person there, but then you're talking the less,
right.
And they don't look at you, And reggae music have been undermined. Reggae music comes with straight, and a lot of people don't notice that reggae music is coming from the rap music is coming from reggae. You understand me? This is way down. So rap music is coming from reggae, and if you listen to the early state of rap, they normally rap about things that are not right. If you listen to even Biggie and Tupac, they normally rap about their life. They rap about the street and bitches and all of that. But rap music was really, kind of fighting against some of the stuff.
Yeah, and I don't have a problem with the sexual content. I actually, the dirtier the music, the more I love it. I mean, don't judge me. I'm just saying. But
yeah.
I'm just curious. And can you explain to the listeners? I keep saying reggae music, right? Because I just put it under one umbrella. But you say no, dance hall is sexual. Reggae music is not. So can you
reggae music is not.
Can you break that down for us? There's reggae, there's dance hall. Is there any other? Is it's just reggae and dance hall, or is there any other genre or
No, it's reggae in a category to itself, and you have dancehall in a category to itself.
Okay.
There's two, there's two different genres. You have reggae, you have dancehall. Give you an example. Vibes Cartel represent for dancehall. You have Conscience, you have you have like Massacre, you have Alkaline, Tommy Lee, all of these artists. That's dancehall. But then you have Richie Spice, you have Sizzla Kalonji, you have Capleton. You understand me? That's reggae.
And what about like Chronics? Is that reggae or is
Chronics? Yeah, Chronics is reggae.
Okay.
But then he messed with the dancehall, because if you listen to the last song he did with Do It for the Love, for the Likes, that's really a dancehall. So he go dancehall, and then they would explain because his age and probably the way how he was grown, how he was raised.
Okay.
So he probably used to mess with a little bit of dancehall, so it's still in him. But I would more grade Chronics as a reggae artist.
Okay, got it.
You understand me? Yeah, but it's different. It's too different, way different.
Yeah.
Because most of who go reggae, they keep it clean. They keep it natural. They fight corruption.
Yes.
They fight other stuff. Dancehall music would tell you, put the shot in him.
Right.
If they're going girl, they say wind up, tick up, flick up, all of that.
Okay, so
but that's dancehall.
Good.
You will not hear that in reggae.
Yes, I'm glad you cleared that up for me, because I just say reggae. I just put it all in one category, but now I know that that's different.
And not to cut you off, but there's a lot of people that would feel offended by that.
Yeah, and that's why I do this podcast, to educate myself and educate other people as well.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. Sometimes we don't know better and we just say stuff, but it's good to educate ourselves so that you know better. Because I love all the music, but I wanna represent right. You know what I'm saying? My roots is Jamaican, so how the hell am I not? You know what I'm saying? I need to get it together. I need to get my life together.
Yeah, totally understand. Yeah.
Right. So. In Jamaica, how many record labels are there? Because I don't know that there are a lot. I've only ever really heard of one, but are there more than one?
Well, but you have quite a few of them. Okay. There's one that Jay-Z was at when he came here the other day, and you have a lot of record labels here.
Really?
But understand that our record label and an American label, it's two different things.
Of course.
You have an artist or you have a producer now, just get some monitors and get his studio up and register his stuff. He have a label. So you have a lot of them, but at the end of the day, the game is really competitive, so I think it has to be, having your label, but what's happening. Right. Yeah.
So So in your opinion, just based on what you know, or what you hear in the streets, is it better to be with a record label or is it better to be independent?
Well, a lot of people going independent, and I really support that independent thing, because and I'm talking to you now, and naturally I'm using a lot of the reference from America, because I'm even if with my accent, because I'm talking to you so people could understand a lot more.
Yes, you're twanging, right?
Yeah, because I want people to understand.
I know, and I appreciate that, because I was really nervous about that. I said, "Man, is he gonna, talk his talk?" And then people will be like,
"Never say, yo, wagwan," because you confuse people. You know that.
Exactly.
And I'm being honest. I did an interview. In Canada a few days ago, and when I got on, there was someone else, not the guy that was doing the interview. There was someone else that was saying, "Is he Jamaican?" Because I think they did a few interviews with people here in Jamaica, but they can't really understand. You know, I've been doing this for a while. You know, and I'm taking an interview. I want people to understand me.
Yeah, I
You
appreciate
understand
that.
what
I
you
really
understand what I mean?
do.
But if I'm going to Jamaica, then I just flip it, and then it's just yo, wagwan. All right, we're there, we're load. So,
Right.
but then you have to understand the audience. So that's why I'm giving it to you like this.
Yes, I
But
appreciate it.
back to the question that you asked
Yeah.
earlier.
So independent, you do feel like independent is good. A lot of people are going that way. Yes, you're right. Even up
Yeah,
here, a lot
yeah,
of people are
yeah,
independent. So yeah. I
yeah, yeah.
So what is the best social platform for independent artists in your opinion? YouTube, Instagram, what has worked the best for you in getting yourself out there?
Um, all of them. Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. They all relevant. You
Okay.
know, because they have traffic. You know, but like for me, for me, I would say all of them
Mhm.
because I have a video on YouTube, which is my last project that I just dropped. Can't Stop We Again, and that video I think is um about 35,000 on YouTube, and on Facebook I got like about 300,000 on it. I
Yeah.
just released it a few months ago, as one of my first single.
Mhm.
And even with the Instagram, I've been trending a lot on Instagram. That's where a lot of the promoters are reaching out to me in Australia, in the Cayman Island, other places in the Caribbean, in Canada. I'm actually getting people reaching out to me now through the Instagram, because Instagram is that kind of tool, like an entertainment platform. So people would check your Instagram out, and then they would say, yo, I would really like to have this guy on the show. But
Mhm.
YouTube is different, where people upload the video, and then you want to watch a full video, you go to YouTube.
Right.
Facebook is a different market. So I think all these platforms are relevant, because
Okay.
they a lot of them closely, they serve different purpose. YouTube is not a social networking. You don't go to YouTube and do like you do on Facebook. If you
Nice.
understand what I mean.
Yeah, I
You understand
absolutely
me? So
do.
they're all different in different ways, but they all help.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
Do you have any other passions outside of what you're doing?
Um, what is my other passion outside of music? Oh
Mhm.
my God, you're asking me some tough questions, because I build myself so much around. I think it will be marketing,
Mm.
and I'm in marketing, and I think it would be with marketing. I also build websites and stuff. I'm really really good at that too. And we have, through Sky Marketing, the company that I also work with,
Mhm.
we have some very serious stuff going on now with Instagram management, Facebook promotion, YouTube promotion, all of that. I like it, and I think I'm pretty good at it too.
Yeah, so it seems like you're an all-around creative being, you know?
Yeah, yeah, because and how I got into marketing too was having a lot of product, and I wasn't getting any kind of focus. This is, like, I repeat again, this is how we met. The
Yes.
Oh Hell No podcast. This is how we met. If I wasn't putting the work in, we would have never got connected.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
understand what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So and then it's through marketing. That's
Mhm.
how I got involved with marketing, because I normally have a lot of good music, but then there was low traffic.
Yeah.
The views wasn't all that. The engagements wasn't all that. But then when I started, putting the energy into marketing, and not just having someone doing it for me, but me, I actually figure out how marketing works, and then when I apply these strategies to my music and stuff, I see more results. So I got more involved. That's when I started doing the website. That's when I started doing, getting involved in the Instagram management, Facebook promotion, YouTube promotions, etc.
Yeah. It really is good, but you gotta it takes time. It's an investment to kind of learn how to use these platforms, because I myself, even with my podcast and promoting it, it's tough. And I'm still struggling coming, getting my little followers here and there, but it's a full-time job, so I totally
Oh yeah, I
understand.
understand. Yeah, I understand. No, I was gonna tell you that I could hook you up with Jodianne, which is one of the other person from Sky Marketing, and I know she will help you with your Instagram. I pay for that for you for a month,
Oh, you're
and I
so
guarantee you in
sweet.
a month you will gain like probably about 2,500 real target followers.
Yeah, because I don't want
Your
no bots.
engagement.
Nobody, I don't want no bots
No,
following.
no, no, ain't none of that.
No.
Ain't none of that. Like I say, that's how we met initially. So
Right.
if I was looking for butt, you would never.
All
You
right.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, what would you like to see happen career wise over the next year or so? Like, what is your vision? What are you putting on your vision board for the next couple years for yourself?
The street. I want to lock the street.
Okay.
I need the street to be unlocked.
Yeah.
I'm not focusing on a lot of these radio stations. You understand me? Because I've learned the way I know where the real energy comes from musically, and right now I'm trying to focus on the street.
Yeah, absolutely.
So in the next year, and you will hear it too, because it's a work in progress. You will hear it. I need the street to be locked down. So when you get a call from Jamaica, or someone you talk to someone here, they should say, "Yo, KRE the King is dominating the street here in Jamaica." And when I'm getting that kind of energy, it's gonna go worldwide. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm focusing on.
Yep. Claim it, and it's yours.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
before I let you go, I have to ask you, because this is the Oh Hell No podcast, to share an Oh Hell No moment with us. Something that happened, maybe you could tell us something that happened to you during an interview, or maybe while you were putting together a video, or anything that happened where you had to look and be like, oh hell no, like what's going on here? Something that you can share.
Uh, oh hell no! Oh hell no! Oh hell no! I think I was on this video shoot. I was on this video shoot a few weeks ago, and it's kind of funny, but yeah, there's this girl. There's this girl that it was two girls that I wanted to select. But then the director bring a different female there, right? Yeah, but then that female that he brought there, she had some kind of energy around her, so that was
You were like, oh hell no.
hell no, no. And then we had to because of that we had to reschedule for another day. We had everything all together because towards my music I have this kind of vision, and life ain't perfect, but we could just like once you have the vision, you could steer things in the way you want it to go.
Absolutely.
And that's what I've been doing. There's a lot of distractions. I get a lot of fight in the music because people don't really look at the music for the music. That don't happen anymore. Nowadays, you have money. Once you have the money, okay, cool. I'll put you on. It's not about the talent anymore. It's just been redirected to different kind of energy. So at that moment with that female, she had some different kind of energy going on around her, within the whole dancehall industry. With other artists and other stuff, and based on some stuff that's going on. So I really wasn't gonna have that, because then probably people would be looking down on my movement.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So no disrespect to her, but towards my movement. Like right now, you probably have someone, you're doing your podcast and it's going good, and then you bring one person in and it kind of, disrupt a lot of things for you.
Yeah, you have to
because
be
of their
careful.
energy.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Absolutely. And that's how I go off of picking my guests. It's an energy thing. Even over social media, it's all based on energy for me.
Energy.
So,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I really enjoyed our
You're welcome.
interview, and I wish you much success, and I hope you lock those streets.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, thank you too. The Oh Hell No podcast. Yeah, man, big up.
I hope you enjoyed my interview with KRE the King. I had such a good time that I forgot to ask him to give us all of his contact information. So you can follow KRE on the gram at KRE Music. You can listen to his music on SoundCloud at www.soundcloud.com/KREMUSIC. And you can watch his videos on YouTube at KRE the King. So just go to YouTube and search KRE the King. Thanks again for listening to another episode of the Oh Hell No podcast. And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you'd like to hear. Let me know how, if you're enjoying the show. Just give me some feedback, guys. And share this information. Let everybody know about my podcast. Thanks again for joining me.